Welcome back to Let's Play Hulk Ultimate Destruction. I'm Wex Majors, and
Spider-Man.
welcome to the desert, and the amount in which I hate this map cannot possibly be put into terms. But I'm sure as hell gonna try. First off, Indestructible Cows.
I thought you were going to be listing reasons why you didn't like this map.
Yeah. Who wants Indestructible Cows?
I do. Have you ever... I mean, I remember playing this game just chucking a cow as far as I could, then running after it and finding it perfectly okay.
Although I gotta admit, this does kind of look funny. This is how Hulk decides what grade meat you should buy at the supermarket.
This is just classic comedy, and I mean, what did you?
I love that they also, because you know it's a projectile. The cow is also slightly see-through. Like it's all right. So this map is obviously it's a little bit different than the city. If a strike team was here, I'd have no cover from anything. So you're constantly getting the shit beat out of you by missiles and bullets and whatever else they're throwing at you. In fact, now would be a good time to show that off. Wait.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, okay, because the gas station did it. The gas station explodes from looking at it, and now the strike team shows up. I like it.
Also, taking down those water towers is a real good way to mobilize the strike team real quick.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you have less cover and less things to throw at the strike team, but the strike team is a lot smaller than the one in the city.
No, this is the same size. In fact, in this one is when you first start getting introduced to the new enemies. So it is actually technically more difficult.
Well, at this point, yes, but by the end of the game, there will be... I mean, I'm thinking in endgame terms, because, you know, that's where, like...
I would hate shooting game strike team in this game. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I just kind of ignored this map. If there was an actual pilot in a helicopter right now, he would have been throwing up. That's not how you pilot a helicopter.
It is when you're fighting the Hulk.
No, you don't go down to ground level where the Hulk is. The fire.
You gotta take risky maneuvers.
No,
I mean, clearly it's working.
No,
I mean, now
it's working.
Well, I mean,
it
was working.
Based on what evidence?
Based on the fact that he wasn't dead and he took a long time to kill.
And neither am I, so what that do? This is one of the easiest ways to show off exactly how terrible this map is. There is absolutely nothing over here except for that challenge marker. Ooh. I can't even bring in another strike team if I wanted to, because there's nothing to blow up. The strike team doesn't get mobilized if I break down a couple cacti, right? I can never remember. You're the English major. You're supposed to know this shit.
It's cacti. I'm pretty sure. I'm not a botanist.
Anyway, while I jump back to town for the next 5 minutes, this map is also...
Why are you complaining? I mean, you jumped to show us that there was nothing there, and now you're complaining about the time it's taking to jump back.
Blonsky's people have tapped into our navigational systems, and they're using the feedback to triangulate the Hulk's position.
Which means what in English?
Which means they can track every move you make via your specific energy signature. There are multiple
excuse me, Bruce Banner would know exactly what Doc Samson was talking about, so he shouldn't have said, what does that mean in English? It's clear that he only said that for the benefit of the player who is not informed about...
Two of the greatest minds in science in the Marvel universe, and he doesn't understand what he's talking about.
I can't keep that voice up. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
So, I hate this mission. Oh, I'm sorry, no, this is actually the easy one. This is like your tutorial mission for the map.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it's delightfully easy. Ooh, it's really hard to blow up a couple satellites with all the moves unlocked. I guess the main thing I really don't like about this map is that it's boring. Like, compared to the city, there's just not a lot to do. There's no buildings you can explode. You can blow up a bridge. That takes, like, 2 hits.
Oh, you just gotta know where to make your fun.
A lot of this map, this entire gimmick of this map is essentially based around the idea of down in the south side of the map is a military base that you're not supposed to know about, even though technically you would be like, well, what the hell else is the rest of that south side of the map? And it's really only for this actual mission that you don't know what the hell's going on down there. There's only 4 jump points, because most of the missions are based around the idea of heading down to the secret military base. That's all the way down there in the south side where there is no jump point. Picking something up and then running back to the first jump point that you see.
Yep.
And it kind of blows. Because since you're holding something, you can't attack anything. So you have to just, it's not an escort mission, I guess it's more like, it's literally a race back before the thing...
Well, I mean, I don't know, I always kind of, like, really enjoyed just running at really fast speeds and just jumping through a vast open space. I mean, it's not nearly as good as the web-slinging Spider-Man 2, don't get me wrong, but it's still a very fun way to travel.
But not when you're not doing anything.
Well then, if you're traveling with if you're traveling without something in your hands to throw, then you're traveling wrong.
No.
Yes.
No, you have more moves if you don't have anything in your hand. Why would you travel with that? Plus, you travel further. Anyway, this mission is actually way easier if you actually start in the secret military base that we're in right now and travel northwards. Since all the military is here, you blow them up first, and there's nothing really to fire at you once you go back and blow up the other 2 satellites. Plus, it's a lot easier to just throw all these tanks over. Look at that shit. That's awesome.
Nice.
Ragdoll the tank. What other game lets you do that? I hate these guys in there. They don't take damage if you try to do the sonic clap if you're on top of it, because that tarp apparently is +5 versus gamma radiation. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is all of the missions in this map. You go into the secret military base and then you run away from a secret military base. Although, it does introduce you to my favorite weapon in the entire game.
Yes!
That isn't a cheeseburger. Also, that icon in the back is a comic book collectible cover. There are 64, I believe, little comic book icons you can pick. Oh, sorry, 60. Once you pick up all of them, you get, well, not only do you get a bunch of smash points, but you also unlock the ability to get a new skin for Hulk, which I will be showing off in the next video.
I only know 2 Hulk covers, like by... I don't think there's any really famous, iconic Hulk covers. Like
no, there are. Luckily, that's exactly what the comic book gallery shows. Like, it shows some of the best ones.
Well, I mean,
I started picking up the Hulk issues is actually some of the best times for comic book covers. That particular run has some of the best ones I've ever seen. They're all riffs off of classic paintings and stuff. Oh, also there was one for a Hulk O's cereal, which as soon as I saw that, I was like, that needs to actually exist, because that's just super exciting. Yeah, there's not really much to this one. It's just blowing up satellites. And
I mean, this is just still always fun because you are just murder everything.
Yeah, but there's not as much stuff to murder.
We're on the offensive now.
And in fact, the military has a greater chance of murdering you in this map. This is only like mission, what, 4? And I'm already like, the first thing I need to do is get a full critical smash so that I have enough health to survive everything. I kind of wish I could take that missiles with me, but they don't let you. It's a sad thing.
No game can be perfect.
Man, I missed the loading screen. I'm very disappointed in myself.
I mean, I maintain that you were an editing genius for making Spider-Man 2 look fun to play through the story mode and not, a horrible grind fest.
Well, it's
where
a
you
lot easier when you cut
I've
out.
marked a location on the map
Yeah, I
near
know,
the
I know.
Division weapons test site.
Like, the game actually looks
There's
fun
word the
and
military is
engaging
sending
to play
vital parts
instead of
through
my
for the construction
balloon.
of more Hulkbusters.
And you want me to head them off before they get to the base?
There are 3 separate convoys. Blonsky's counting on the fact that Hulk won't reach all of them in time.
Get that convoy moving and out to location. Double time.
This reminds me, are you ever going to show the files, like the military Blonsky files?
I was thinking about that, but they're presented in a weird way.
I mean, yeah, but
not
I mean,
only is it like text with like a static, it's a couple paragraphs of text with a static picture, but then it also has Samson and Banner talking about it in a weird way that like I can't really necessarily figure out where in the continuity of the game they're supposed to be talking about it. Because the Blonsky files are essentially summations of everything in the game. It's the idea of what would the military file be like for Bruce Banner or the Hulk. And
yeah, this and I really like that touch because it's like really one of the things that shows you this wasn't just like slapshot together. This was a game they put serious effort into, despite the fact that it didn't even have the sales guarantees that comes with being a movie tie-in.
Well, I think this thing probably sold a lot better than most of the movie tie-ins.
I mean, I
don't really think they work for a video. I think they're a lot better of a thing to view while you're actually playing the game.
Well, I mean, we play games so you don't have to, so...
Yeah, but that's not part of the game, I feel. That's just like a bonus for owning it. So, this mission drives me nuts. I'm usually terrible at it. It usually takes me 2 tries. Probably the only reason it didn't take me 2 tries is because I had everything unlocked. The cannonball is your friend in this mission, let me fucking tell you.
Cannonball's always your friend.
Yeah, but in this one, it's way more effective.
As is having all the jump marks.
You clear so much space, and then you immediately hit an attack as soon as you're at the end of the thing. So it's a lot easier to hit the canvas trucks from a far distance compared to almost every other move you have. Because they're constantly moving, those trucks don't really stop for everything. In fact, I don't really think there's much that they do stop for. So if you try to sit there and do like a shockwave attack or whatever, they'll just drive right out of your range. The tanks will turn around and fire at your ass, don't get me wrong, but those trucks just don't stop.
I forget, you can punch back the tank missiles, right?
No.
You can't.
You can reflect them if you have a shield, it does happen. But, I think you can punch the rockets, not the things that the tank fires, because it's like energy blast or something. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure the tank doesn't fire energy.
You just saw. They're not.
Yeah, that looks like energy blast, but I don't know. This game never seemed really like the military was very. Well, I mean, at this point in the game, the military isn't incredibly sci-fi.
So let's say we don't know.
Okay.
And we'll find out later. The first 2 convoys that you have to fight are pretty easy. There's nothing really to them. The first one I took out in like 2 minutes, and the second one wasn't that hard. The third one, however, holy shit. I do kind of like the idea of that you can just run up the canvas.
Yeah, that's always
walls. That's
who are you gonna break the bridge? Aww.
Nah.
Deploying now.
Fucking Convoy C, god damn it. I guess I was wrong. The trucks do stop, and then the tanks stopped in front of them. It almost caused a giant car wreck by their own canvas. In the game, I literally said, fuck it, I don't need to see this. I know what I gotta blow up. And Now we get introduced to the new enemy, my favorite enemy in the whole game. These are the Hulkbusters.
Yes!
Armored mechs with shit tons of bullets, speed that matches the Hulk, maneuvers that match the Hulk. They're essentially as close to Hulk versus Hulk fights as you can possibly get in this game.
Well, outside the Abomination, so.
They're still ridiculously easy to punch away, though. But they're not like unlike the soldiers, the regular soldiers, they'll come back at you.
Yeah.
It's like if soldiers were a challenge.
Are you gonna do the, Yes! Oh.
Nope, the other one interrupted me, that son of a bitch. Yeah, the other really great part about the Hulkbusters is it gives you a lot of moves are specifically based around the idea of fighting the Hulkbusters.
Right, because the Hulkbusters do, it's not spoilers to say, the Hulkbusters do basically become the common enemy of the game. Like, you're not going to be seeing, you're not going to be seeing a lot of soldiers on their own.
Yeah, this is right around the point in the game where the military fucking ramps it up, and you really do have a challenge against you. If you go into the also interesting idea, I thought, was that there are different enemies based on which map you go into. Those little rocket launcher things aren't present in the city. They're only present here where they have the room of fire. The Hulkbusters are always all over this map, which is fine because it gives you more room to do all the optional maneuvers that you get on them.
And boy, are there so many. God, I love it.
Yeah.
Deploying now.
Hi again.
Okay. Hi, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So I got really close, like I said. For whatever reason, thank God, the second truck decided to stop at that explosion. That first one, though, I'm like, oh shit. And the fact, that's the end. At the finish line, I managed to blow it up. Second one doesn't stand a chance because it's coming towards me. Yeah, I was cutting it a little close.
Yeah. Your directorial quality's coming through. I get it. Yeah. Hey, are we gonna do any challenges? Because, hey, look at all those challenges.
I'll be showing them off a little bit later. It was kind of like, I wanted to make sure to get the two maps out of the way, and if there were any spoilers involved in it, I wanted to make sure that wasn't an issue.
Oh, wow.
Spoilers of what the second map in the whole game is. Now, you saw there, the tank reflected, as I was throwing it, back at the other tank. So the tank's reflected. I don't know if I can punch it back. And considering how much I get my ass beat by him, I have a highly suspicion that I didn't bother doing it in the first place. Besides, it's way more fun to just fucking throw it at him.
Yep. And then you make a shield out of it.
Yeah. Shields are immensely helpful for the tanks. They do reflect the blast back at them if you're actually facing them. Not to mention anything else that fires frontwards at you. And I think because of a weird glitch, they might also, like, deflect some of the damage you take even though it's from behind. I'm not sure.
The destruction is just that ultimate.
I guess it does, because I didn't take any damage from that fucking missile that just got fired at my ass.
Yeah!
We're going headhunting. I need a neural interface from a Hulkbuster cockpit. They're primed to self-destruct when taken out of commission, so you'll need to separate the head from the chassis and deactivate the mechanism.
Sounds like fun. Where am I going?
The military base. Break in, take up the
Like, Bruce
strongest
Banner in this
tactical
game is
position
wonderful
you can,
because
and
he's
wait
just
for
like
the
this
fireworks.
tortured guy being hunted by the military while he's desperately trying to find a cure so he doesn't have to hurt any people anymore. And all the while that other shit going on, he's just constantly making these stupid one-liners.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
But I like that. Like, it works. Like, at the very
I know,
least,
it does work. That's why it's great.
Yeah, so at the beginning, the Hulkbusters really aren't that much of a challenge. Like, they have the possibility to if you're not paying attention. Like, clearly I wasn't. But really, like, they...
Look at that.
It's the fucking Hulk. You know, like, it's gonna take a lot more than a little fucking Exo Squad suit to put up a chance against the Hulk.
See, the minute I started playing the Hulkbusters, I'm just like, this is it. There's no way that a Hulk movie could ever be this good.
I like the Incredible Hulk movie.
Well, the Incredible, it was better than Ang Lee's Hulk, but that's not really saying much. I mean, the thing I remember most about the Incredible Hulk was, you know, the Hulk doing the steel fists, which was basically from Ultimate Destruction.
Totally. To be fair, they also put it in the video game that was based on the movie, but really, like, how could you not? If you make a Hulk game at this point, you have to have that move.
Well, I mean, here's it. I don't think it was the 2003 game. It definitely wasn't, actually. But, yeah.
If it was what?
If it was in the 2003 game, the really shitty one with...
No. This one they pioneered it in.
Right, but we're at... Right.
Gamma Cutter! Nope.
Yes!
Even better. Yeah. The more wrestling moves this game throws at you, the infinitely better it is. Like, how can you beat that?
Well, with the fucking elbow drop, clearly.
Yeah. I hate this force field. It drives me nuts. Technically, you're supposed to have that force field get knocked down as soon as you blow these things up. I blew them up and it didn't do shit, and I was very disappointed. This is the secret military base. Like, nice way to hide it. Behind a force field. That's not going to cause too much attention. I love them having a sparring match in the middle of the desert.
Practice is important.
Yeah, but they somehow managed to miss the fact that the Hulk is only 10 miles away.
Not even.
Yeah, well, at the start, sure. Like, I like to imagine that, like, there was, like, a alert or something in the military base, and they're like, oh, shit, we gotta go practice.
I don't know how to use these things.
I love that there's a stage, or not a stage, seats set up for a possible audience. Like, this is how the military, like, this is how they kill their time.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, these...
But it would have been way better, though, with, you know, Hulkbusters.
They really can't do a damn thing. Gamma Cutter! On the other one. Beautiful. And...
Yes.
It's already dead.
Oh, Lord. Brutality.
23 hit combo is pretty impressive for a non-fighting game. This is my head. Now I own this. I dare somebody to take it away.
I really wish Hulk would just put it over his head and be like, yep.
Targeting systems online.
So, yeah, like I said, once again, you have to go into the secret military base, you grab something, and run away. Like, I have one hand free. I don't understand why I can't just punch him. But as soon as you start to do the moves, like, he'll just drop the head for the combos, and it's like, well, no, obviously I want to hold the head and punch him with my right fist.
Well, he needs to wind back with his left hand in order to punch with his right. You see, it's Hulk science.
There's no science behind a scientist getting doused with a gamma bomb and then turning into a green monster.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you'll find that there's all the science behind this.
No, there is no science. He would be dead. That's it.
Are we really going to argue about the realism of...
I could. It's comic books.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's comic books, and that's why you don't argue about that sort of thing.
All right, you gotta
just embrace
ridiculous. It's the end of the
ridiculousness.
video anyway, so it's not like...
It's like looking at Swarm and being like, there could never really be a Nazi made out of bees, and you're missing the point in that there's a character in a comic book that is a Nazi made out of bees.
Fine. All right. Spider-Hyphen wins, which means that it's the end of the video because I can't possibly take this anymore. Next up, issue number 4.
See you all next time.
I don't know. I'm working on the title.
Ugh.